In this video, I am going to introduce you to one of the fantastic tool I have stumbled upon just today, and that tool is called as Haven. The reason why I have almost fallen in love with this new tool is that has nothing to do with OpenAI, so you don't have to pay anything. It is all about open source LLMs and how you can do lightning fast inference with those LLMs. I will drop the link to their website in video's description, but this tool is simply awesome. Co-founder Justice Metten of Haven has posted, I guess, on LinkedIn about some more detail about this tool, and I would highly encourage you to also read that. But just to give you a quick overview, this Haven is a GDPR compliant LLM inference endpoint portal. And according to Justice, their inference endpoints provide a super easy and cheap way to build applications around open source LLMs. After signing up to their platform, you can immediately send queries to the best open source LLM as you would to OpenAI's API. Also, on top of that, you only pay for the amount of time that you actually use the model. So rent a open source LLM, pay as you go, awesome. And also, I'm more than sure that they are the first and only provider that's offering pay-per-use LLM endpoints that are hosted in Europe. And so it obviously is GDPR compliant. I'm in Australia, so that really doesn't gel for me, but still, if it is GDPR compliant, then you can rest assured the quality would be high. Because for many European startups and enterprises, GDPR is a must because it unlocks the ability to build on top of open source models without having to pay thousands of dollars for GPU resources for a lot of other public cloud providers and other companies. Okay, now that intro is done, let me show you how you can start using this fabulous tool. First thing you need to do is to sign up with your email, and then it will send you a link to your email to verify your email address. Once done, you will get logged in. Once you log in to this Haven, you'll be presented with this screen where you can train your model. Now, in order to train your model, you would need a data set, of course. So either you can upload your own data set or you can get a sample one from the documentation, which I will also drop the link in video's description. I have already downloaded that data set, which is in JSON-L format. JSON-L is simply a file format containing a JSON object in every line. And this is the same format which OpenAI's fine-tuning dataset uses. Okay. Um, but I will show you that prompt later. It's nothing, simply it is the first message in this data set format is from the system message, and then there is a user and assistant message. Cool. Now, in order to train the model, first click on train model and you'll be presented with this screen. It says create a new fine-tuned LLM and then you can name it any model. So maybe I'll just say hard model, and then this is a training data set which you need to upload. So let me upload that data set which I was referring to. So it is dataset.json.l. You can also drag and drop. Now, once that's done, you need to select a learning rate, which could be high, low, or medium. In general, smaller data set with less than 500 chats should use high. So I have, I think, three or four very, very small, so I will select high. Number of epochs, I am just going to say two. I want to finish it quickly. Base model, let's go with Zephyr 7 billion one. You can see we have Llama 2 7 billion, we have Zephyr 7 billion beta. And I'm sure this uh, thing will improve a lot. Then click on calculate price. It will give you some of the price. So you can see that there is nothing to pay for this because it is just the start one. And I think they also give you $5 credit. I'm not sure how to get it, but anyway, I'll check it later. Confirm and start. Let's see. There you go. It has started, it is running. Also, as part of this, you might have to go to Hugging Face too. So click on Hugging Face, and from there, you would need to get an access token. So log into Hugging Face, click on your profile, and then on the left hand side, click on access token. Make sure when you click on token, you go with uh, write token and not the read one. So I already have created this one. I'll just copy it just in case if it is needed. And I'm going to go there. It is still running. And unfortunately, it is not being shown on the screen because it is at the very right, and you will see something rotating. So you can just trust me for that. It is running. It is training. Shouldn't take too long. Let me quickly show you my training data set too while it happens. So this is the data set which I was referring to. So message, then we have system message, and then this is the system message, then there is a role of user, and then a role of assistant. And I have just three JSON lines in this JSON L dataset, and I have just copy pasted it, created a dataset.jsonl file, and uploaded it to their portal. Okay, cool. And now let's go back to Haven to see what is happening. Still running. Let's wait for it to finish. Meanwhile, maybe let's click on billing to see what is happening there. Okay, so I already have $5 there. So thank you, Heaven, for this $5. And then you can add your credit card once this balance runs out. I think for this run, this should be more than enough. And then in the settings, I could put my name here. All right, okay, so I can even put my token here. So let me go back to Hugging Face. I'll just copy my Hugging Face token, come back to Haven, and then I'm going to paste it here. And I'll just say maybe my name and then save. So this is success. Also, that's done. Billing is there. I'm going to the model. It says error. I'm not sure why it is. Maybe I'll just try again. I'll again call it new model. I'll just upload my file here. Learning rate is high. And then epoch says maybe I'll just say it one to let it finish quickly. And say fire one. Calculate price. Nothing. Confirm and start. And now let's wait for it to finish. Okay, after waiting for a long time, it was still running. So what I had to do, I had to just reload this web page and then it showed me finished. So I think this is one thing they need to fix or something. Before I start chatting with it, there is something called as logs. Let's click on it to see what exactly the logs is. Okay, so it is taking us to WAN-DB or weights and biases. If you don't know what weights and biases is, you can. I have another video on it. It is just simply you can say that for instrumentation or logging as how long every step took. So it is around observability and logging. Pretty cool tool. You can see that I have only one epoch here. It is showing us a lot of uh, information around that matrix. So I'll just go back, or is it okay? No need to go back. It is in the another tab. That's good. Okay, now and then you can just simply click on chat and then start chatting with it. So I will just ask is what is the capital of Australia? Let's see what it does. That is nice. And in the next prompt, I'm just going to ask it how to climb the K2 mountain in Pakistan and look at the speed of inference. This is simply out of this world. I mean, this is the first time I have asked it and it has responded me in split second. Still going with step-by-step stuff, amazing stuff. And the response is, we already know that Zephyr's responses are very compact and of very high quality. Okay, so that is done. Now, another cool thing about is that you can even access it through some of your own local laptop, or if you have GPUs in the cloud, or even from Google Colab, you can access it. And let me show you the code. So I'm using the Google Colab for this. So let's first install few of the prerequisites, which are transformers and PEFT. PEFT stands for parameter efficient tuning methods, which address the issues only fine tuning a small number of extra parameters. Or in other words, whenever someone says PEFT, it means that LoRa or low rank adaptation at a very high level, which allows the user to fine tune their model using fewer computer resources. such as on single GPU. Anyway, so as you can see, this is done. Now the code to access our own model, which we have just created, is like this. So here, the first thing I'm doing is I'm importing the PEF10 transformer from the modules which we have just installed. Then from my own model, I am creating auto tokenizer, then the model. Now this is my Hugging Face name, and this is the model name which I gave here and uploaded. So I'm not sure if it got uploaded or not, but anyway, I'll run it. And these are the prompt, and then I'm giving it the message, and then um, maybe I'll just change it to, can you please tell tell what is capital of Australia? Now let's run it. I'm not sure about my model name, but anyway, I will. We can check it, I guess, from the, yeah. So it is new model, which is fine. Let's go back to Google Colab. So I think it is unable to find it, or maybe repository not found. I think I need to find my repository from there. It is not the correct one. Anyway, but this is the whole code which you can use. I think I would need to create it, but the video is already long, but so I'm not going to do that for now. I'm going to just show you the code from their documentation which I'm following. This is the code which I'm following from their documentation. Also, if you don't want to do it on Hugging Face, you can use AWS or GCP with VLLM, and I have another video on VLLM which you can search on my channel, or you can use Llama CPP, or even the Hugging Face entrance endpoint. And they are saying that you can, instead of running on Hugging Face, you can simply host it on Haven itself, which will be, I think, very beneficial from the security point of view and lot of other administrative issue, the one which we just saw in the Google Colab. Anyway, very impressed by this. I'm sure it will evolve a lot, and this is the future where not only we can train our own model and then we can integrate with our applications with it. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts, share them in the comments. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much.